In this tutorial, I'd like to show you how you in Adobe InDesign CS5.5 easily and very simply can create anchored objects in text. Now, let me first spend a little minute on why you would ever want to anchor images to text and what that is. So, I have a design right here, which is basically made for print design. It's a workbook for a course. And I have all these different images that are floated to the left or floated to the right that I'd prefer that they stay with the same bit of text right here. So this image of the unsharp mask dialog box in Photoshop should stay with the unsharp mask instructions, and it should stay with the step 3 and floated the way it is. Now, in print designs, that is not a problem. It is very easy to have it positioned where it's supposed to be, and then it won't ever change place or anything, because that's the way images work in layouts in InDesign for print. But if you export to EPUB document, which flows in a different way because you don't control the output as fully as you do for print in InDesign, what you can do to help the positioning of your images is to always anchor them to a bit of the text. So to do that in InDesign CS5.5, which is what I'm going to show you today, all you do is click on the object, right? And you see a little blue square right here at the image. Now, previously there was this yellow square, which is used to make rounded corners. Now there's a blue square as well. And all this does is drag to text, and it'll make it an anchor object, shift drag, make an inline object, and option drag will open a dialog box. So again, if I shift, click and drag this, I get a little text cursor, as you can see, which I can position anywhere in my text. Let's position it right above step 3 here. And there I could have made an inline anchored object. As you see, that is not the floating we want, but that's how an inline would work. And the very same for floating, except I don't hold down any key at all. All I do is click here and let go when I've anchored it as I want. Right, there's step 3. And you'll see this little line, the diagonal line coming from the bottom of this image up to where it is anchored. So you can easily see that this is an anchored object. So it is really not that hard now inside of InDesign CS5.5 to anchor text objects right to a bit of text, anchor images to text objects. Very easy to do, and it helps you tremendously when you're doing EPUB, because your images are going to stay with the same piece of text that you wanted them to stay with.